Now on Coast TV News.
Dry and pleasant conditions to start the week. We do have a few showers missing us to the south this morning. Otherwise, sunshine and warm today. A few showers tonight and a warmer week ahead. In fact, hot by the end of the week. Details coming up.
Wetland wildfire watch as this continues in Brazil. The new concerns being expressed there. Rehoboth Beach tax raise is likely coming soon. Property owners could expect if the city approves its proposal. Back in the U.S., as President Biden returns from France, the update on getting the hostages freed from the terrorist organization Hamas.
This is Coast TV News Today.
It is Monday, June 10th, 2024. Good morning. I'm Matt Pensick. Paige Marley is off today. Thank you for being up with us during this 5 o'clock hour. What has not been off of late, it's been the weather. It's been spectacular. First Alert meteorologist Bob Tri joins us now with a first look at what we can expect today. Good morning, Bob.
Good morning, Matt. Good morning, Delmarva. I'd say almost too spectacular. We need some rain, and, we haven't really picked up a lot recently, maybe a little bit in our future coming up, but not this morning. It's clear, and it's actually pretty pleasant. 58 in Seaford, 55 Redden. Elsewhere, we're in the 60s. Bethany beats 64. Rehoboth right now, you're at 64. And we've got a light breeze right now, and mainly clear skies. Some clouds farther south, southern tip of Delmarva. Actually, some showers from northeast North Carolina and out to sea, but this is moving away as a cold front is moving out to sea. Our weather is coming from the west and northwest, so we're looking at a good-looking day. Here's Futurecast this morning. Lots of clear skies, lots of sunshine. Have the sunscreen and the sunglasses. As temperatures warm through the 70s, not as warm as yesterday. Upper 70s, lower 80s inland areas. Cooler at the beaches, and maybe a stray shower as we go into the evening. Otherwise, a dry day on the way, and mainly a dry week. Sometimes a rain possible. I'll talk about that, and a hot end to the week. That's coming up in just a few minutes.
Thank you, Bob. Fires continue to rage in the world's largest tropical wetland. This is in central western Brazil. Just take a look at this shocking video on your screen. Experts say the blaze is a result of weak rains since late last year, which have disrupted the usual seasonal flooding and left more of the region vulnerable to fires. These figures have raised alarms as the region heads into the riskiest season for wildfires, which usually starts in July and peaks in August and September. You have an update on a story that we've been covering for you. It deals with an option to bring affordable housing to Lewis. This includes tiny homes and accessory dwelling units, otherwise known as ADUs. The city now wants to discuss creating a workshop or public hearing on the matter for locals to share their thoughts. Tiny homes can be described as a small home on the same lot as a larger primary house. Basement or garage apartments are some examples. The city could decide to schedule a workshop at today's council meeting. Happening today, the increase of real estate taxes up for review in Rehoboth Beach. It was in March that Mayor Stan Mills and the city commissioners approved the budget for fiscal year 2025. At that time, the real estate tax was not finalized. The current tax is 6 cents of every $100 of assessed value. That's expected to change in less than a month. The new tax would be nearly 8 cents of assessed value, and the increase must be approved by Mills and the commissioners, which, based on previous comments by city officials, it does seem very likely. Today will be a busy day for the Rehoboth Beach commissioners. Also at that same meeting, commissioners are going to look into reviewing the city schedule of fees. They also hear from the building and licensing department on that issue of basements that aren't meant for living, but are being turned into some homes. Also on the agenda, commissioners will discuss a joint request by the Lewis Board of Public Works in Sussex County to explore a regional wastewater partnership. Starting today, some Bridgeville homeowners will see electric upgrades from Delmarva Power. The power company will be replacing utility poles and energy equipment with more modern infrastructure to improve reliability for customers. Now, there are no planned service interruptions and street closures during the next 4 to 6 weeks. Work will take place on Cedar Street, Delaware Avenue, Law Street, Main Street, Railroad Avenue, and Walnut Street. Also happening today, Milton could be getting a new tagline. The town's Economic Development Committee will discuss the tagline project to make Milton more attractive. In October, a survey was sent out that aimed to determine how people would describe the town, and after months of collecting results, officials are set to discuss those results. The meeting is set for tonight at 5:30 at the Milton Library. The Golden Arches appear to be officially coming to Milton. Milton Town Council came to a unanimous decision to put McDonald's in the town. It'll be on the corner of Union Street Extension and Route 16. The project was first proposed all the way back in October of 2022. Site plans for the project showed the McDonald's would have a drive-through and 39 parking spaces. We went to Milton to hear what some people living there had to say about this addition to the town. As expected, there were some people who were not pleased.
I can't imagine something else being there and trying to move around that too. So I would say if they were to put something there, then they would have to fix the intersection first so we can move around just a little bit.
Although the project has been approved, the construction timeline is still yet to be determined. McDonald's isn't the only development heading to Milton. A Royal Farm is heading to town after council approved plans last summer. It'll be located right off of Route 16 and Cedar Creek Road. It's not clear yet when construction will begin for that. However, one development that is underway is the Cypress Grove development. This project features 240 apartments, and that development is off of Route 16 near the Dollar General. Now that we are in an era where marijuana is legal in Delaware, the state now looking to promote these types of businesses. The Office of the Delaware Marijuana Commissioner says there will be a social equity workshop on Wednesday in Georgetown. This will be at Del Tech. The workshop is designed to guide people through the application process for a marijuana business license. It's going to be a special emphasis on supporting community members. So far, little drama in this year's NBA Final. On Sunday night, Jrue Holiday scored 26 points in helping lead the Celtics to a 105-98 win over the Mavericks in Game 2 of the series. Celtics have a 2-0 lead. More on this game later on CoastTV News Today. President Biden and First Lady Jill Biden are back in the United States. The first couple arrived at their Wilmington home last night after their 5-day trip to France, where they marked the 80th anniversary of D-Day. President next travels to Italy on Wednesday. That's for a meeting with the G7 allies. Joy spread across Israel as 4 hostages held by the terrorist organization Hamas for more than 200 days were reunited with loved ones. While the Biden administration celebrates the release, it reiterates a ceasefire is the only option to return the rest of the hostages and end the war. It's a war that began when Hamas brutally attacked Israel, an attack that saw horrific actions of beheading of Israeli civilians and acts of sexual atrocities. NBC's Alice Barr shows us how both U.S. and Israeli officials are responding.
Jubilation and devastation after a weekend Israeli military raid that rescued 4 hostages from the Gaza Strip, bringing them home to tearful reunions. President Biden welcomed the news.
We won't stop working until all the hostages come home and a ceasefire is reached. That is essential.
But the rescues came at the expense of nearly 300 Palestinians killed in the raid, according to health officials in Hamas-run Gaza. A U.S. official with knowledge of the matter telling NBC News the U.S. provided intelligence that helped support the hostage rescues.
Continue to reinforce the point that all of their military operations, including hostage rescue operations, should take every precaution to minimize the amount of civilian harm.
As outrage grows over the ever-increasing toll on Palestinian civilians, Republican lawmakers seeking to redirect blame at Hamas.
If you don't want your people killed in hostage rescue missions, then you shouldn't take hostages in the first place. You should release them once you have, and you certainly shouldn't hide them in civilian areas.
While lawmakers in both parties are urging Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu to start planning for Gaza's post-war future.
You cannot occupy, Israel can't, in my view, permanently Gaza. That will be a disaster for Israel.
You cannot win this unless you participate or at least put forward some sense of hope for the future on the part of Palestinians.
In a sign of Netanyahu's challenges, former Defense Minister Benny Gantz resigned from the Israeli War Cabinet, saying Netanyahu was blocking Israel from real victory. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.
Senior Biden administration official tells NBC News the hostage rescues have strengthened Prime Minister Netanyahu's determination to pursue military options, potentially complicating the push for that ceasefire deal. though critics are pointing to very small numbers of hostages freed, military operations alone. We're just getting started this morning on Coast TV News Today. Coming up, Milton celebrated Pride this weekend, and we'll show you how members of Coast TV stepped out to celebrate love. Also, canal cleaning in South Bethany, the plans for the seasonal maintenance that will be reviewed this week, and changes coming to the Hubble telescope, the actions NASA says it will take after receiving faulty readings for months. All that and more as Coast TV News Today continues.
At FH Fur, we know that a dripping faucet isn't just a nuisance. It's your home crying for help. That's why we say no to dispatch fees and goodbye to diagnostic charges. With our Get a Plumber in Your Home for Free promise, we focus on what really matters, solving your plumbing woes. Whether it's a stubborn clog, a running toilet, or a water heater on the fritz, we bring knowledge, experience, and professionalism right to your doorstep, free.
Call Fur. FH Fur. FHFur.com.
When you want a new or restored residential or commercial deck, roof, or balcony, contact Delmarva Roofing and Coating to make the switch to DuraDeck today. For over 15 years, they've been consistently one of the largest installers in the U.S., installing over 1 million square feet of DuraDeck decks. With at least 10 years of experience, their certified installers install the pre-manufactured sheets to almost any surface. Plus, Delmarva Roofing and Coating also offers warranties for water tightness and aesthetics. Make the choice that lasts. DuraDeck. Find out more at delmarvaroofing.com.
Everyone knows us for termites and bed bugs, but don't forget we're also here for all your general pest control needs. Ants, spiders, crickets, rodents, fleas, ticks, and of course, mosquitoes. Bennett Termite is dedicated to protecting our communities from your aggravations and dangers presented by pests of all kinds. If you want to find out the Bennett difference, give us a call today. Remember, Delmarva, quality isn't expensive, it's priceless.
From the time that I established Garlic Builders, I instilled certain core values into my company, like I learned in the military. The number one approach that I instill in my team is a client-first mentality. The relationship with the client goes far beyond the construction process. Years down the road, I want to be able to grab a cup of coffee or grab dinner and reconnect. For so many, this has been a dream of theirs to own a beach house, and it brings great joy to us to be able to be that bridge, to be able to make their dream finally come true. We're a family of builders, Garlic Builders, homes built with honor.
5:12 on our Monday morning, and we're seeing brightening skies. Wow, that sun's coming up early these days, up at 5:36. Here's Dover right now, 62, mainly clear skies. We've got 60s for most of us, some 50s from Seaford back through the Milton area. So a little cooler out there in some spots with a light breeze. And we had some clouds earlier, but those are now moving to the south as we have some showers across northeast North Carolina with a front there. But we're looking at our weather coming from the west. So we're in good shape as we go through the day. Here's our golf forecast, and my putting is looking good. Bang, right in the cup. Excellent. Mostly sunny and warm, comfortable humidity levels today and a high of 81.
I like that type of stuff, Bob. Thanks for that. Moving on, in Ocean Pines, there will be bridge repairs on Clubhouse Drive throughout this month. The town says repairs will impact roads and waterways, but drivers should be able to get in and out of the area. There'll be some minor delays these next 3 weeks, so plan ahead if you're driving in that area. Starting Wednesday, there's going to be some lane restrictions at Route 113 and Airport Road in Northeast 10th Street. This is in Milford. You can see the area that we're talking about on your screen right now. The city says crews will be installing new crosswalks and upgrading traffic signals, and work is expected to last until mid-September. NASA is changing the way the Hubble telescope operates in order to prevent lapses in its ability to observe the universe. Traditionally, Hubble has used 6 gyroscopes or gyros in the system that controls and determines the direction the telescope points in. Gyros were replaced in 2009, but only 3 remain operational, and over the past 6 months, one of them has been returning faulty readings. The Hubble team has decided to operate the telescope using just 1 gyroscope. Empty toy shelves does not equal happy children, but maybe happy adults. Adults have been buying more toys for themselves than any other age group. That's what a new report from market research firm Circana says. Researchers say consumers 18 years old and older spent $1.5 billion in toy-related purchases from January through April. Still ahead, canal cleaning in South Bethany. We'll tell you about a possible plan dealing with that and water quality.
And it looks like they're smoothing out the sand this morning, getting it nice and smooth for the customers. Gateway Subaru Cam looking good this morning. Sunshine, pleasant temperatures today. A few showers tonight, and we're looking at 90s for later in the week. A big warm-up. Details after the break.
Download the DSN app today. Driven by Preston Automotive Group.
Have you visited Tyndall's Casual Furniture this season?
Come see us!
Why shop online when you can explore Delmarva's exclusive Polywood dealer in person? See the finishes, feel the fabrics, and even sit on the furniture. From polymer to aluminum, wicker and epay, bring home the perfect blend of quality and design with Tyndall's. Crafted to enhance your lifestyle. All of our furniture comes with professional assembly, and take advantage of our in-house white glove delivery. Tyndall's Casual Furniture, Delmarva's outdoor furniture experts. When it comes to protecting your home, don't take chances with just anyone. Trust the experts at Spicer Brothers. Join thousands of satisfied customers who've chosen us for our exceptional service, quality installation, and unbeatable warranties. Whether you need a roof replacement or just want to upgrade the look of your home, we've got you covered. And right now, save up to 20% on your new roof, plus enjoy no interest and no payments until 2026. For a roof that's done right, trust Spicer Brothers day and night, because you deserve the best.
Friday at 4 on Coast Life. It's a special episode airing on the Delmarva Sports Network. We're splashing and dashing at the Berlin bathtub races. We're bringing you all the pre-show excitement and behind-the-scenes action. Coast Life, Friday at 4 on DSN.
Wow, it's so much bigger than you realize. East Coast Tile and Flooring has the largest selection of tile from around the world. And they are the only Dow Tile Premier showroom on the shore. They have the knowledge and expertise to assist architects, designers, and homeowners, and are fully licensed to take on any job from start to finish. Family owned and operated since 1947. Call East Coast Tile and Flooring today for a design consultation.
Next, Drew. It's her very first television interview ever to Lulu Willis. What was it like with you and your sisters?
We talk every single day. We still have sleepovers with my mom, sleep in her bed.
This is my dream.
Monday at noon on CoastTV.
The UV Index Weather Report is sponsored by Ocean City Tourism. Somewhere to smile about.
Time is 5:17, and you are looking live at Ocean City. Got some clear skies there on this early Monday morning. Great looking scene there with a Ferris wheel. Bob, nice today, but you were telling me during the break that later in the week it might get a little toasty out there.
It might get a lot toasty out there. Absolutely, Matt. Yeah, we are looking at 90s, I think, by the end of the week as we get into real summer warmth at that time. But today, I think we're looking at comfortable conditions and humidity levels held in check. Average high is 82. I think we're looking at around 81. It does cool off a little bit on Tuesday with a high of 78, and then the bigger warm-up begins by Wednesday. 83 there, 88 Thursday, and then, wow, look at Friday, 92. And I think with that 92, we're looking at some humidity as well, as we're in the comfortable range today and a part of tomorrow, so we're good there. And then it starts getting a little muggy with time, especially by the end of the week, and then we're into the very humid range Friday, so that's starting to get a little dangerous. Lower 90s with humidity. Yeah, heat index values could be well into the 90s. We'll be watching that, but right now it's cool. Temperatures in the 50s and 60s, 59 in Salisbury, 55 in Redden, 63 Georgetown, and low to mid 60s along the coast right now. And we've got a light westerly wind, and that will be the case for today. So here's Futurecast this morning. We've got mostly clear skies, temperatures into the 60s and even some low 70s as we head into mid-morning. By noon, 75 Georgetown, 77 in Delmar, 70 in Fenwick Island, Dewey Beach, 67. As we go into mid-afternoon, I'm thinking upper 70s and low 80s inland, comfortable humidity levels in 60s and 70s along the coast. As we go into the afternoon and this evening, maybe a spot shower, and then clouds increase as we go through the overnight, and we do need this. Let's hope this happens, that we get some showers through the overnight hours. It is so dry out there, and this would be the perfect time to get some rain through the overnight, maybe a few showers, a rumble of thunder, and then that clears out. And by Tuesday morning, 6 o'clock, it's clearing out. 50s and low 60s, and then 60s and 70s by late morning, and then by the afternoon tomorrow, we're looking at mid to upper 70s. I think it's a little cooler as the winds start to turn to the east. So they're coming out of the west on land today, and then along the coast we have the sea breeze right there, keeping you a little cooler. And then those winds start to shift to the northeast and east as we go into your Tuesday, cooling us off a little bit. And then the balance of the week is just dry, and then it starts to get hot. Maybe a slight chance of showers later Friday. Otherwise, Father's Day weekend, I think we're looking at another nice weekend and a little cooler. Paul Davis, 7-day forecast. 81 today, mostly sunny. A few of those showers tonight. Then an isolated storm possible on Tuesday, 78 degrees. Then here comes a warm-up, warming through the 80s Wednesday and Thursday, staying dry, and then sunshine and hot on Friday. 92, a little cooler into the weekend as temperatures are falling through the 80s, but still pretty warm. Our umbrella winner today is Stacy Strubble from Federalsburg, Maryland. Congratulations, Stacy. You have a brand new umbrella from Paul Davis and Coast TV.
Thank you, Bob. South Bethany is preparing for its seasonal canal cleaning. The town will talk about putting together a plan at an upcoming meeting. This will be held on Tuesday. And they'll also provide a report on the latest water quality monitoring. All this happens at 10 a.m. Getting health care on the move, BB Healthcare has now over $1 billion in federal funding for its community mobile health clinic and community harm reduction outreach program. The not-for-profit system says its goals are to reduce overdoses, provide more prevention education, and reach more communities in Sussex County. BB Healthcare nurses say they are eager to help more people with this resource.
I think the reduction of the stigma is one of the most important things that we can do because people struggling with addiction and have substance use disorder, they are people and they deserve health care. It's a right, not a privilege, and everyone deserves the same kind of care.
Delaware officials presented the funding, and that comes from a congressionally directed spending grant. Up next, Milton celebrated Pride over the weekend. We'll show you all the features to this year's event. Stay with us on Coast TV News today.
Tunnel & Razor is a full-service law firm that locals have trusted for over 130 years. We specialize in personal injury, real estate, family law, estate planning, and criminal cases, achieving superior results through skillful representation and outstanding client service. We take the time to fully understand our clients' concerns and expectations, with multiple locations throughout Sussex County to better serve you. Our dedication to helping people is what creates community. Tunnel & Razor. Trust us to be your voice.
We're Coast Country, and we're Delmarva proud.
Beneath your feet lies a hidden terror. Moisture and humidity turning your crawl space into a breeding ground for mold and rot. But fear not, DryTech is here to help. Just call our office and request a prompt appointment. Our engineers are not salespeople. They assess your crawl space, photograph it, prescribe a custom solution, and send you your personalized estimate the next business day. Guaranteed. And right now, take advantage of 0% financing for up to 24 months. DryTech, Delmarva's original crawl space experts. Welcome to Pools and Spas Unlimited of Milford, where relaxation meets perfection. The Celtic Series, crafted in the USA, starts at just $4,300 and a perfect match for any budget. Enjoy endless family fun with the Artesian Series, tailored for unforgettable moments. Indulge in affordable luxury with our Stealth Hot Tubs for relaxation without breaking the bank. Plus, with every hot tub, our in-house service team ensures professional installation and full support. With one of the largest hot tub showrooms on Delmarva, why not visit Pools and Spas Unlimited of Milford today?
At Rice's Termite and Pest Control, we know that pests can adapt to the changing seasons. Our home protection programs are designed for the Delmarva climate. Whether it's ants in the summer or mice in the winter, our programs have you covered. And every plan is backed by our Rice Return Guarantee. For a limited time, any new home protection program will receive 2 free mosquito treatments. Call or visit us online at delmarvasbestpestcontrol.com. Rice's Termite and Pest Control, where protecting your home is the family business.
From empty nester to first home, Accessible Home Builders does it all.
It was great working with Scott at Accessible Builders. He called us every Monday and asked us to come over to the house at each step of the way during the construction of our home.
It was pretty unique working with Scott because not only is he the owner, but he was working in here hands-on with his employees and really just trying to make our vision come to life.
Design your dream home with Accessible Home Builders.
This weekend, Sussex Pride and the Milton Theater teamed up to honor a decade of love, acceptance, and community. From delicious food, live music, and vendors, the event brought together a lot of people. Petey the Peacock was also in attendance, as was Coast TV news anchor Charlie Sakaitis. Now get this, the Orange Crush is one of the go-to drinks during the summer season in Delaware coastal communities. It now could be in position to receive official recognition. Representative Pete Schwarzkopf, who represents Lewis, Rehoboth Beach, and Dewey Beach, introduced a bill last week that would make the Orange Crush the official state cocktail. The bill is now being reviewed by the House Administration Committee. We have a lot more details about Bill 444 and the history of this famous drink. Can be found on a website. Get ready to lace up your sneakers because the annual Running of the Bull is set to take place over Dewey Beach on Saturday, June 29th. Festivities kick off at 10:30 a.m. with the kids on the beach, and at 2 p.m. participants will dress in white shirts and red bandanas and run down the beach being chased by the bull. Not a real bull, but a costume bull. But for more information, you can visit CoastTVnews.com. Local businesses in Berlin have designed their own racing bathtubs to compete in the 34th Berlin Bathtub Races. Each bathtub must hold at least 2 gallons of water. Whether they fill them up or not, excitement is sure to be overflowing. A parade starts at 6:15 p.m. on Friday. The races start at 6:30. It's free to attend, free to park. You can watch live coverage of that on the Delmarva Sports Network. It's quite a scene each year there in Berlin, and we bring back First Alert meteorologist Bob Trihey as we continue a great stretch of that coastal-type weather.
Gorgeous. You said running of the bull, not the bulls. Like Pamplona, Spain, I was thinking of.
It is a
yeah,
bull
no, it's a
in a costume.
It's
a lot more fun, less painful.
Less painful. I'm sure. Absolutely. All right. Looking good for those outdoor activities along the beaches today, Fenwick Island and Ocean City. Upper 70s, Ocean City, always a little cooler there. Lower 80s for Fenwick Island. Sunglasses and sunscreen. That is the rule for today. Beautiful ferry ride up to Cape May from Lewis, upper 70s. Rehoboth, you're in the upper 70s as well. Bayside, waves up to about a foot on Chesapeake Bay, with Cambridge seeing sunshine. A few clouds later on, upper 70s, and right around 80 in Crisfield. We've got a bit of a cool down tomorrow, then a big warm up on the way. Hot weather for the end of the week. A couple of rain chances. I'll talk about that coming up in a few minutes.
After the break on Coast TV News Today, Milton McDonald's in the making. We'll show you reactions after the fast food restaurant was approved in the town at that site. Also, Rehoboth tax review. We'll tell you about the possible changes affecting real estate in the city. And wetlands wildfire. Why experts are increasing concerns of this fire as we get further into the summer season. Coast TV News Today. We'll be right back.
This summer, pack your bags and head to Ocean City, Maryland for free family fun all summer long. Watch beach movies, build sandcastles, and gaze at colorful kites, all completely free. Bust a move from the beach to the bay with beach dance parties, Sunset Park party nights, and Sundays in the park with fireworks, all completely free. Enjoy arts and crafts, discover Ocean City's history, and be in awe of acrobatic stunts at the circus, all completely free. So get going. Family memories are waiting to be made in Ocean City, Maryland. Plan your trip now at OCOcean.com.
Many people take their eyes for granted, but a dilated exam that's thorough, looking at the retina and the front of the eye, can be extremely important. It can not only save your eyesight, but possibly even save your life, finding conditions such as diabetes, high blood pressure, or even tumors. So make sure that you make an appointment with your local eye care professional to have a thorough medical dilated exam.
For more about Chesapeake Eye, visit delmarvaexperts.com.
Your roof is the first line of defense against the elements, but is ready for the next storm? If it's time for a new roof, call Hershey Exteriors. As a GAF Master Elite contractor, we offer the industry's best warranty. Our roofs come with a Golden Pledge 50-year warranty on materials and a 25-year workmanship warranty that is backed by GAF. Call Hershey Exteriors, your trusted roofing pros, and get 0% financing for 12 months because life is sweeter with Hershey Exteriors.
Are you struggling to lose weight? Do you want to live a healthier and more empowered life? Whether it's been a lifelong struggle or you're new to weight loss, we can help you get the results you're looking for. At Tidal Health, we offer a comprehensive and customized approach to weight loss that includes surgical and medical options. Our team of dedicated professionals is committed to making sure you have the knowledge and support to reach your goals and get on the path to wellness. To learn how you can reach your goal weight, visit tidalhealth.org/loseweight today.
Now on CoastTV News.
Dry and pleasant conditions to start the week. A few showers missing us to the south this morning. You can see those across North Carolina and out to sea. Otherwise, sunshine today and warm. A few showers tonight and a warmer and drier week ahead. Hot by the end of the week. Details coming up.
Fire ignites issues. This is what is going on in Brazil. We have the long-term concerns about this wildfire. Tax talk. That is what Rehoboth Beach's government is scheduled to do this morning. What property owners there could expect in just a few weeks with their tax rate. Hunter Biden back in court. What we're looking at today in Wilmington in the case involving felony gun charges.
This is CoastTV News Today.
June 10th, 2024. Good morning, everybody. I'm Matt Pensick. Paige Marley is off today. Time right now is 5:30 as we make our way on this Monday. Final full day of school for a couple of districts today. I know that. And First Alert meteorologist Bob Tri joins us now to help you prepare as you make your way out the door. Hello, Bob.
Hey, Matt. Good morning, Delmarva. For the kiddos heading off to school for their last day, we're looking at nice conditions. A little cool this morning, not too bad. We've got some 50s from Seaford to Redden and Milton, 59. But 60s along the coast, 64 Rehoboth, Bethany Beach, 64. Delmar, 62. And we've got a wind that's offshore. That will be a warm wind for today as we're looking at mostly clear skies. A few clouds have moved through. Any kind of showers now are confined to eastern North Carolina and moving out to sea. But we're in good shape because our weather is coming from the west. You can see the clear skies back into the Ohio Valley. Weather futurecast this morning, we're looking at temperatures warming through the 60s into the 70s. Mid-morning, lots of sunshine, sunscreen and sunglasses. You'll need those today as we're into the upper 70s and I think lower 80s a little bit later on, especially inland areas. Cooler at the beaches. Maybe a stray sprinkle, but that sun is strong. Very high on the UV scale today. It's a 9. Bird time only 10 minutes. And we're in that very high range. In fact, 9s all week, the exception being Tuesday. So follow the following steps to protect yourself in the sun.
Bob, fires continue to rage in the world's largest tropical wetland. This is in central western Brazil. Look here as we show this to you on your screen. Man, experts say the fire is a result of weak rain since late last year, which have disrupted the usual seasonal flooding and left more of the region vulnerable to fires. Figures have raised alarms as the region heads into the riskiest season for wildfires, which usually starts in July and peaks in August and September. Tiny homes in Lewis, it's a topic we've covered extensively here along the coast, and the city now wants to discuss creating a workshop or public hearing on the matter for locals to share their thoughts on. The tiny homes can be described as small structures on a small lot, as a larger primary house. Basement or garage apartments are some examples. City could decide on when to schedule a workshop at tonight's council meeting. Happening today, the increase of real estate taxes up for review in Rehoboth Beach. It was back in March that Mayor Stan Mills and the city commissioners approved the budget for fiscal year 2025. And at that time, the real estate tax, it was not finalized. The current tax is 6 cents of every $100 of assessed value. That is expected to change in less than a month. The new tax would be nearly 8 cents of assessed value. Now, this increase must be approved by Mills and the commissioners. If you look at some of the previous comments by city officials, that seems very likely. Also a busy day for the commissioners. At that same meeting, they are going to be looking into reviewing the city's schedule of fees. And they'll also hear from the Building and Licensing Department on the issue of basements that aren't meant for living, but these basements, they're being converted into living units. Also on the agenda, commissioners will discuss a joint request by the Lewis Board of Public Works in Sussex County to explore a regional wastewater partnership. Starting today, some Bridgeville homeowners will see some electric upgrades from Delmarva Power. The power company will be replacing utility poles and energy equipment with a more modern infrastructure. They say this will improve reliability for customers. There are no planned service interruptions or street closures are not planned at all during the next 4 to 6 weeks. Work will take place on Cedar Street, Delaware Avenue, Law Street, Main Street, Railroad Avenue, and Walnut Street. Happening today, Milton could be getting a new tagline. The town's Economic Development Committee will discuss a tagline project that they say will make Milton more attractive. In October, a survey was sent out that aimed to determine how people would describe the town. Officials could discuss those results, and that meeting is set for tonight at 5:30 at the Milton Library. After 2 years of debate, McDonald's is officially coming to Milton. The town council came to a unanimous decision to put the McDonald's on the corner of one main intersection in town. This project was first proposed back in October of 22. CoastTV News reporter Elisa Weber spoke with people who have some mixed feelings about the Golden Arches coming to this area. Some saying more restaurants are needed, while others say there's just too much development.
The Golden Arches are coming to Milton. After much debate, the Milton Town Council agreed to bring the fast food chain to the corner of the Union Street Extension and Route 16. But Angela Gottlieb, who lives and works here, says this intersection and Route 16 are already too busy.
I can't imagine something else being there and trying to move around that too. So I would say if they were to put something there, then they would have to fix the intersection first so we can move around just a little bit.
Site plans for the project show the McDonald's will have a drive-through and 39 parking spaces. Other people say more restaurants are needed.
I mean, I think this town needs more restaurants. I think, we've got different communities that are being built up and people moving in.
But Kevin Morrow, who lives in Milton, says everything is becoming too overdeveloped.
Like we need another McDonald's or Burger King, or we need another Wawa, we need another Royal Farms. I mean, how many do you have to make people happy? I don't get it. I'm beside myself.
A restaurant in the works since 2022, but it's not a happy meal for everyone. Elisa Weber, CoastTV News.
Now, exactly when construction of the fast food chain will begin, that has yet to be determined. McDonald's isn't the only development heading to Milton. Royal Farms heading to town after council approved plans last summer. It will be located right off of Route 16 and Cedar Creek Road. It's not clear yet when construction will begin. However, one development that is underway, that is the Cypress Grove development. That project features 240 apartments. That development is off of Route 16 near the Dollar General. Happening today, former President Donald Trump expected to virtually appear before a probation officer. According to 3 sources familiar with the matter, it comes after Trump was convicted last month on 34 counts of falsifying business records tied to hush money paid to adult film actress Stormy Daniels during the 2016 campaign. The presumptive Republican presidential nominee is facing anywhere from probation up to 4 years in prison. Trump's defense team is scheduled to submit their sentencing recommendation on June 13th, and he is scheduled to be sentenced on July 11th. This morning, jury instructions in Hunter Biden's trial are expected to be finalized, with closing arguments to begin soon after. This after prosecutors rested their case on Friday. Biden's legal team has alerted the court that they want to make changes to Judge Noriega's proposed jury instructions. They want the judge to instruct jurors that, quote, Mr. Biden's response to the charges is that he never knowingly either possessed a gun when he thought of himself as a user of drugs or addicted to them, and he did not knowingly lie on a government form. A lot more news to get to. Don't go anywhere. Coming up, Route 50 bridge repairs will tell you what time officials say to avoid the area as work is expected there for months. Also, Celtics take command. The big game from Boston guards Sunday night against Dallas. Stay with us on CoastTV News today.
Over 50 years ago, JD Asphalt was built on a strong foundation of family values.
So when you call us, you'll speak to a member of our family, like me, where I'll talk you through our entire process, answering any questions you have along the way, and delivering prompt free estimates no matter the size of the job. Call now and ask about our 0% financing options, or visit our website for special discounts. JD Asphalt, a trusted family company for over 50 years.
My dad just wrapped up a new well at this beautiful new home in Del Mar. Let's hear from these happy new homeowners.
I didn't really expect him to finish up in 6 inches of mud.
But he did it. We were very happy with the quality of the job they done.
He's nothing but the best products.
and we highly recommend them.
I don't recommend a lot of people, but I would recommend Daisy's Well Drilling. They're just a phone call away.
Way to go, Dad. Daisy's Well Drilling. Family owned and operated since 1941.
Hey Delmarva, what does interior design at that furniture store look like? It's never the same. Every home that I go into, every person that I meet, it's always different. You go in the store and pick that one piece that you're not gonna go into someone else's home and find the exact same thing, something that's gonna bring some life into it. The conversation piece that says, you wanna sit down and have a glass of wine? We get new pieces in every day. You can have same week delivery or same day pickup. We're just 3 miles south of Delmar.
Life isn't always easy. Sometimes we need a little bit of help to work through life's more challenging problems. At Addiction Medical Facility, we are here for you, believing in your strengths to overcome any obstacle. Whether it's addiction to substance use disorders or mental health issues, there's hope for a better tomorrow. Together, we can tackle what is holding you back. Our medication-assisted treatment combines FDA-approved medication with counseling, offering a holistic approach tailored to your needs. Addiction Medical Facility. Together, we find hope and healing.
5:40 on our Monday morning Tyndall's Casual Furniture Cam. Ocean City 65 and sun's coming up here in a couple of minutes. A bit of a breeze out there, but a beautiful morning. 64 Bethany Beach, same for Rehoboth. Georgetown 63, a little cooler in Seaford at 58. Winds are light, but the general direction is out of the west, so that will be a nice dry wind today. Any kind of clouds or precipitation are off to our south across North Carolina, moving out to sea. Pretty good putt today. That means good weather for you on the golf course. In fact, excellent. 81, mostly sunny and warm, and comfortable humidity. Call the CoastTV First Alert weather phone. 443-880-9100 is a number. Sponsored by Behrman, Dallas, Brockstead, and Federico.
In Salisbury, the Main Street drawbridge will see some traffic disruptions from now until the end of June. That's due to some repairs. According to the city, there will be single lanes there daily between 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. Happening today in Worcester County, here's a road closure for you to look out for. MDOT will be replacing an underground pipe on Old Ocean City Road in Whaleyville. MDOT urges drivers to be aware of the reflective barrels, temporarily traffic signs, and VMS boards they will use to detour traffic. This project is expected to wrap up in September. The Celtics were certainly impressive in Game 1 of the NBA Finals against the Dallas Mavericks. It's the healthiest Boston has been in a month, and now the challenge for the Mavericks, how to stop that firepower wearing green and white. Those in green and white attempting to hold serve on the home court in Game 2 Sunday. Early, Dallas saying they came to play. Here's Kyrie Irving hitting this jumper, making it 13-6 Mavericks, but just before the half, Drew Holiday, corner three, he knocks it down. Celtics up 54-49. End of the third. How about Peyton Pritchard? Beats the buzzer. This game a bit more competitive than the series opener, but it ends up still being a Celtics win. And Boston's coach says that long-distance shot right here, that was a big difference.
He practices it and has an understanding of how a shot like that can impact the end of a quarter and can impact the run that a team makes. So that, they had went on a run to end the quarter, and I thought that shot kind of gave us a little bit of poise and a little bit of momentum that we needed heading into the fourth quarter. That was big time.
Celtics lead the best of 7 series, 2-0. Bit of a break in the schedule with Game 3 in Dallas on Wednesday night. Orioles continuing their success this season against the Rays. Birds took 2 out of 3 last weekend at Camden Yards. Heading into Sunday, they won the first 2 of the series on the Florida Gulf Coast. Game was scoreless in the third, and that's when Adley Rutschman goes to right. Gunnar Henderson scores, and the Orioles open with the lead. Grayson Rodriguez, he had a great effort on the mound. He was perfect through 5 innings, gave up 2 runs in 5 2/3. Well, let's talk about Rutschman. Bases juiced in the 8th, and he unloads. A 6 RBI day for the Orioles catcher. The Birds go for the sweep of this 4-game series tonight as they put the wraps on the road trip. Phillies reliever Jose Alvarado gives up 3 runs in the 9th as the Mets, Bob's Mets, they rally for a win in London. And how about the Nationals taking 3 out of 4 from the Braves this weekend in the district? Shorebirds putting the wraps on their series with the Hillcats. Leonardo Arias, first inning, big fly. Arias was a triple short of hitting for the cycle as the Birds get the win. And the homestand continues Thursday with Kannapolis heading to Purdue.
We're seeing a beautiful sunrise this morning on the Spicer Brothers Cam, 64 in Salisbury. Beautiful Monday on the way, pleasantly warm and dry. And that goes for the week ahead, and then 90s for the end of the week, turning pretty hot. I'll have your forecast details coming up in 2 minutes. Stay tuned.
Download the free Coast TV First Alert weather app today.
Friday at 4 on Coast Life. It's a special episode airing on the Delmarva Sports Network. We're splashing and dashing at the Berlin Bathtub Races. We're bringing you all the pre-show excitement and behind-the-scenes action. Coast Life, Friday at 4 on DSN.
For every season, every weather moment, stay ahead with the Coast TV First Alert weather phone. Just call 443-880-9100. Your forecast just a call away. Sponsored by the law offices of Baird, Mandalis, Brockstead, and Federico.
The doctors of Delmarva Chiropractic take great pride in offering the finest, most individualized care to their patients and stay on the cutting edge of healthcare and clinical interventions. As winners of Coastal Style and Metropolitan Magazine's Best Chiropractors for 7 years in a row, Doctors Lane, Brown, and Taylor help with conditions such as back pain, sciatica, headaches, concussions, dizziness, and much more. The clinic also offers laser therapy, decompression, acupuncture, and custom orthotics. Call Delmarva Chiropractic today and take the first step toward achieving your maximum potential.
Windsor Teak Furniture, Fairmont Island offers the world's best outdoor extension tables with 10 different versions in stock. Tables come with 2 built-in butterfly leaves that could create 3 different sized tables and allows you to open and close in 10 seconds. Tables starting at 66 inches up to 138 inches long and could seat from 6 to 16 people. We have a table for you. Drop by our showroom and smell the teak, or check us out at windsorteakfurniture.com, and remember, teak lasts a lifetime.
When it comes to building your new home, don't settle for anything less than the best. Bay to Beach Builders is your trusted source for experience, quality, and design. Our team of experts work with you from start to finish to create your dream home. Expect an elevated customer experience with home visualizers, virtual home tours, and technology-inspired selections in our design studios. Visit one of our 2 convenient locations in Greenwood and Ocean View, or visit baytobeachbuilders.com. Your new home journey is a click away.
Time is 5:46, and we are showing you the live scene in Salisbury. Sun rising on this Monday morning there in Wicomico County. Bob, normally I'm a fan of brown grass because that means less yard work for me, but you were telling me during the break that these conditions, although the weather's been great, can be a bit concerning.
Yeah, it can be. You know, we need the rain. It's been very dry lately, Matt, and it does look like that dry trend continues. There is a slight chance of showers tonight and then again tomorrow, but really much of the week is dry. So, well, conserve water and, water sparingly, I guess, the next several days. Here's our muggy meter, and we're looking at comfortable conditions for today. So it will be another dry day, and those comfortable conditions continue into Tuesday. Then we start to see the humidity rising Thursday and into Friday, and that's not good because the temperatures are in the 90s, we believe, by Friday, and with very humid conditions, well, that means probably feels like temperatures mid to upper 90s, but 81 today, 78 tomorrow, so a little cooler, and then we start the big warm-up through the 80s Wednesday and Thursday, then up to 92 on Friday. I think that could be our warmest day of the year so far. 60s out the door this morning, 65 Ocean City, Rehoboth, 64 Georgetown, 63, and Seaford right now you're at 58. Winds are light, but they're coming in out of the west, so for us that's usually a warmer and dry position, and we're looking at mostly clear skies now. Some clouds farther south, even some showers across eastern North Carolina and out to sea along the front. It would be nice if we got some of this rain, but that's moving away and mainly dry back to the west. In fact, you can see a big chunk of real estate that's dry across the Midwest. Futurecast this morning, we're looking at 60s warming through the 70s, and by noon, most places into the 70s, a few 60s along the coast. I think you'll see a sea breeze going there, so 60s and 70s there, upper 70s and lower 80s inland areas. And then this evening, let's hope that this comes true, that we do get a few showers, a little disturbance overnight. Could bring some showers and maybe a rumble of thunder. That would be perfect if we saw that set up. Those showers exit early Tuesday. Otherwise, we're looking at a good-looking Tuesday on the way. away with sunshine and maybe a little cooler with mid to upper 70s, and then pleasant into Tuesday evening. As we're seeing the sea breeze kicking in today, a little cooler at the beaches, but a westerly wind inland eventually does turn to the north as we go into Tuesday and then the east. So that will keep us a little cooler as we go into your Tuesday. But then we start that warm up Wednesday into the end of the week. It gets hot as we go into Friday. And right now, of course, this weekend is Father's Day. Maybe a few showers later Friday. Otherwise, we're looking dry Saturday into Sunday. So this is like the third weekend in a row. Could be looking at nice conditions. Paul Davis 7-day forecast. 81 today. An isolated storm Tuesday, 78. And there's a big warm up through the week into the low 90s Friday. And slightly cooler into the weekend, 80s, but still dry.
Thank you, Bob. Protecting living shorelines in Delaware. Now, living shorelines are a type of green infrastructure that uses natural materials like native plants and oyster shells as a barrier against shoreline erosions. I'm going to show some of that to you on your screen. DenRec will have a presentation about this at the South Coastal Library in Bethany Beach. It starts at 2 p.m. DenRec says the lecture will offer insights into how to improve the natural beauty of a property. If you live in Lewis, here's something to make note of. The Lewis Water Department will be conducting hydrant flow tests on Wednesday from 8 a.m. to noon. And during this time, if you live there, you may experience some low water pressure or discolored water for up to 24 hours. If you do, all you have to do is run your water on cold for about 10 to 15 minutes until it clears. It's also recommended to not do any laundry during those testing hours. Up next on Coast TV News Today, it's a problem that more than 500,000 new moms face, but now we'll show you how the first FDA-approved treatment for postpartum depression.
We're seeing a lot of sunshine right now in Dover, 62 degrees, a mainly dry week ahead and a big warm-up, in fact, hot for the end of the week with 90s. I'll have your 10-day forecast coming up after the break.
Friday, June 14th. Hold on tight. The 34th annual bathtub races are making a splash on DSN. Sponsored by Matt the Carpet Guy. Tune into Coast Life for a live pre-show at 4 on DSN. Then watch the bathtub races from 6 till 8 on TV or the DSN app. Join us for this local tradition, the Berlin Chamber of Commerce Bathtub Races, Friday, June 14th, live. Coverage begins at 4 on DSN, followed by the races from 6 to 8 on the Delmarva Sports Network and the DSN app.
It's pronounced Beachy.
No, it's Beachy.
Maybe it's Bache.
No matter how you say it, if you're in the market for new furniture, just remember, it better be Beachy. We're family owned and operated with a variety of famous brand name furniture, from bedding and dining to comfortable seating indoors and out. You'll have everyone talking when you say the name.
I've been saying Beachy wrong this whole time?
Actually, guys, pretty sure it's Besh.
Beachy Furniture, located next to the Mermaid, 4 miles east of Georgetown, Delaware, on US Route 9.
Just another perfect day at our beautiful Delaware beaches until on TV, accidents can be funny, but in real life, they're no joke. When accidents strike, the Law Office of Trapp Nichols here for you. Our experienced team fights for your rights, turning tough situations into significant compensation. Don't let negligence spoil your summer. Claim the justice you're entitled to. The Law Office of Trapp Nichols. Your priority is our priority.
Surface Solutions is a different kind of paving company. We believe that our reputation is more important than how much money we make. If we take care of our customers and ensure they have the best experience possible, financial success will find us. In our business, every job's not profitable, but we understand that going in. Your project will be done the right way no matter the outcome for us. It's all about doing the right thing, even when no one is looking. My best days are when we start with a customer and end with a new friend.
Get your summertime snuggles at Puppies R Us. You'll find a wag-tastic selection of lovable puppies and all the food, toys, and pup accessories you'll need. Vet-checked, vaccinated, microchipped, and backed by our Healthy Pup Promise. Right now, when you purchase a new puppy, you'll get $100 off and a free bag of Canidae puppy food. For tail-wagging summer adventures, register to win a Possum Puppy Travel Pack. Visit us on Route 13 in Bridgeville. Family-owned Puppies R Us, where we put the puppies before us.
It's known as one of the happiest times in a woman's life, the birth of her baby, but that's not the case for every new mom. 1 in 7 moms are overcome with feelings of sadness, worthlessness, guilt, even suicide. According to the CDC, postpartum depression, or PPD, is on the rise. As Marty Salt shows us, there's a new drug, newly approved by the FDA, that's being hailed as a lifesaver for new parents.
Want that other piece?
Little Maeve is Brooke Wiesner's third child and most difficult pregnancy, born 4 weeks premature.
I was pretty depressed right afterwards. I didn't feel about her like the way I felt like I should have felt about her.
2 months after Maeve's birth,
I had all of my kids in the car, and I was like, I have to go to a doctor because I'm like, if my kids weren't in the car, I don't know, I would drive it off the side of the road or something.
Suicide accounts for about 20% of postpartum deaths and are the leading cause of maternal mortality in the U.S. That's why the first 2 FDA-approved drugs to treat PPD are literally lifesavers.
The idea that we can get people better in a matter of days or weeks is absolutely critical in this really delicate, imperative time frame.
The first drug, Zulresso, requires a hospital stay and is given by IV for 60 hours. And now the FDA has approved a pill form, Zurzuvae, that new moms can take over a course of 14 days at home.
I see people who have dramatic changes in their mood, who at first don't talk about their family or their baby at all coming into the infusion, and by the end are showing me photos.
Brooke chose the IV version. In the first 24 hours?
I don't know, I was just like super hopeful, and then probably 48 hours I had no feelings of sadness at all.
And now Brooke is back, being an active, involved, loving mom to Piper, Cole, and Maeve. I'm Marty Salt reporting.
Approaching 5:56 this morning, and time to check in with our Coastal Pet of the Day. Today's Coastal Pet of the Day is our good pal Benny, enjoying the beautiful weather we've been having. Well, we have some good news for Benny. Today looks like it'll be a great day to get outside as well. Just looking at Benny there, I wonder what his favorite outdoor activity is. Well, Benny, as always, is submitted to us by Tammy from Seaford, and we want to see more of your pets on Delmarva. Send us photos. Tell us what makes them so special. On your screen, right there, is that QR code at the top. That way you can submit your furry friend to CoastTV News and then watch weekdays from 5 to 7 a.m. to see all the pets we feature. Approaching 5:57 on this Monday morning, and as we turn it back over to Bob, Benny does have a nice day to be outside today.
He sure does. I think his main occupation is relaxing in the sun, right? But if you are doing so today, stay hydrated and make sure you have that higher SPF sunscreen, because we will be looking at a lot of sunshine. A cool start, upper 50s in some places, and then through the 60s, and then upper 70s mid-afternoon. I think our final landing spot inland around 81, a little cooler at the beaches. Could see a few showers overnight, maybe a rumble of thunder. Isolated storm Tuesday, 78, and then the big warm-up as we start through the rest of the week. Wednesday, 83 up to 92 by Friday. Pretty hot there. And then maybe another nice weekend. Lots of sunshine for Father's Day, highs in the 80s, and still pretty hot into next week. Could be 90 again by next Wednesday.
Thanks, Bob. And coming up in our next hour, raising the rate in Rehoboth Beach, the action that could take place in just a few hours that will impact real estate in the city. All that and more as we continue on Coast TV News Today.